All right, welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny,
I'm Dylan.
and this is going to be Dylan's weekly swing trade pick update for April 19th. This is getting a fun little
Yes.
series. It's nice to watch like a swing trader kind of work their magic.
If only I followed my own rules, that'd be lovely.
I know, right?
Also, if you're making money, please subscribe because I feel like these last 6 weeks have been real solid.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. Like, definitely, people are enjoying it from what feedback I've gotten. So that's awesome.
And if you're not making money, then yell at me in the comments. It's fine.
Yeah. Tell Dylan to step it up. Yeah, this is actually nice because I actually recognize some of these ticker signals this time from like interesting long-term plays, which is kind of cool. Which it's nice to know you can swing things that aren't entirely like, just early stage growth companies.
Exactly.
Little disclaimer as usual. This channel is literally called Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. So if you follow any of our advice, you very well may lose money. Ask Dylan about that, huh?
Fubo.
No. We've all been there. Yeah, exactly. But no, trading is certainly high risk, but please do your own research. Dylan likes to break things down into a few different tiers as far as his risk goes, and low to medium, medium to high, and high risk is some interesting plays sometimes. But watch our video. We'll link it up above about like how Dylan swing trades. Those rules help keep you safe. It's when Dylan breaks his own rules is when he gets into trouble.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Clover Health Investments. This is actually not one I recognize.
Yeah, so we're gonna start off with a popping on stock twits on this one. So this is a little bit. This is I'm not in this. I was gonna kind of wait to see what happens. This is pretty interesting, but essentially a little bit background. Chamath Paul Hapataya. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's like
yeah. So he's like a billionaire. He brought this company to market via SPAC. After that, Hindenburg Research said that Clover Health was failing to disclose a federal investigation using misleading market practices, so stock tanks. Okay. Yeah. Now, S3 Partners, it's a market data analytics company, came out and said Clover Health has approached 145% short interest, which, as we've all heard of GME, look what happened.
Yeah.
So
scary.
This could be absurd. This could be so ridiculous. You want to pull up the graph for me?
Yeah.
So this is the weekly. Look at this on Friday. 250 million shares sold. 250 million. That is, I don't even.
What's their float?
It's so gross.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think it's like.
I mean, it's grossly above their average volume of late. You can tell that for sure by just looking at that.
Share float is 107 million. So essentially, they traded the whole float 2.5 times.
Yeah, that's perfect. Great sense.
Yeah, definitely not good. So that's CLOV.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Be careful. If it shoots up, 145% short interest is pretty gross. So just make sure you're careful. But anyways, Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, Jim Cramer talked a little bit. Yeah, he talked a little bit about them actually. He's like, I think it can call them Goldman Slacks again. They've kind of got their swagger back. Absolutely destroyed earnings, both top and bottom line. They've been trending up of late along with a lot of the other financials, but he basically said that he thinks it can actually hit about 413 or so. It will be a 10 PE for Goldman. So interesting. Certainly a lot of upside there.
Yeah, definitely a lot of upside. So because this is Goldman Sachs, if you're a swing trade, if it gaps up on Monday, it probably won't work if you're swing trading. Okay. The entry is going to be too dangerous. It won't be a 2-to-1 ratio. If you are looking to hold, then you got support at 326. It's currently at 342. So obviously swing trade, that's way too low. But if you're looking for the swing trade, the support's at 332. We're trying to pierce 355. If you want to bring this up. So usually stocks can kind of hit this one time, fail, and then on the third time you're really, really solid, good to go. And then if it doesn't happen on the third time, you immediately run away. But we got up to 355. We had the rejection. We reported earnings with what is this? Yeah, 10 million shares. That's a pretty large volume for them. So we had it to the upside, and it looks like we have gapped up, right? So we closed here, then we opened all the way up here. Then we came down here. We opened again up here. So we keep on gapping up towards this range. So depending on what happens Monday, we could get a pretty good pierce and a nice run. Also, if you look, MACD just went green. So
nice. That's what exactly does MACD go green mean to viewers that aren't aware?
So it's, you know, there's a billion different indicators, right? Some people will do the MAC divergence of when the green line is on top of the red line, it usually indicates a run. The smaller the time frame you look at, the less reliable it is. So like a 1 minute MACD is utterly pointless, right? A week MACD is the best one in my opinion. Day's pretty good too. So you just, the shorter the time frame, they just cross over and over, and it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I gotcha. So. Yeah, interesting. Micron. Oh man, good old friend Micron here. Do you know that Li Lu, one of like the considered the Chinese Warren Buffett owns some Micron stock, has for a while.
Oh well, I mean, good for him. I had them at I think 55. I sold like 60, and then I bought more, and then I sold for a loss. I was really mad about it.
Yeah.
So current price 90.66. Buy zone is the current price to the 50 SMA of 88.87. If it goes through the 50 SMA, I would not go for it right now. This is already, I have already recommended this one when it was like, I think it was like 84 or something like, I can't remember. So if you're already in it and you're still in it, hold. I am already in it. I think I'm cost average at like 86 or 87. I'm going to buy a little bit more if it hits 88. But if it goes down to 88, I have a stop loss at break even. I'll just stop out, whatever. I already took some partials at 94. So let's look at that one super fast.
Yeah, it's a great play on like the silicone shortage you're kind of seeing in the US nowadays.
Yeah, they're starting to do a lot better fundamentally. So we have this hit up here, came back down, hit the 50 SMA, another hit, right? Number 2 went below the 50 SMA. Number 3, which usually I'd say this is a problem if it didn't go through number 3. We're in a very narrow trading range between like 89 and 92 the last 3 days. But why I'm still encouraged is because it was going on falling volume. It was dropping, but on falling volume. So it made me feel more comfortable. Like I said, I don't have any risk in this one because I'll just stop out at break even. So do your due diligence, but you have a solid support here at about 88, 87.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is like a solid, well-run company that's profitable that actually also has kind of a little bit of an industry tailwind right now in the silicone sector there.
Yeah. So Fastenal Company, current price 50.54. They're like an industrial. They're one of the ones that can benefit from the Biden deal.
Yeah, and the housing boom as well. Because I if you ever go to like Home Depot, whatever, you'll see some Fastenal products there. They make like threaded rods and screws and that sort of stuff. Like I think a collated stapler thing or something like that. I have. I don't know, but
right. So
yeah,
we're looking for that triple pierce I was talking about in the 52 range. This is a really close stop. The stock doesn't move a lot. Well, it has sometimes, but usually it doesn't. So just make sure you know your risk to reward here. So if you're only risking $1 in the stock, but you're risking $100, you're going to have a lot more shares than you usually would have. Just make sure you have the stop loss. I'm going to go on this one. I am now, as a rule, just going to enter the stop loss the same day I buy it to make me, not have a FUBO incident. So yeah, let's look at that. They also just reported earnings. Pretty decent, pretty much what they were expecting, but it's the same type of deal, right? So we closed here, we didn't do too well, then gap up, and then we keep on filling these marks going up here. The 25 SMA is 49.78. The 20 EMA is chilling here, 49.64. this crossed, but it also crossed on kind of a weird doji that's happening. But anyways, they hit up here. They went for it again and then utterly failed. It looks like we're coming up for the third one. So 1, 2, and we're hoping for the third and a push through Pierce. So
nice.
Small stop. Respect the stop. Run. So I have recommended this one before, and then it failed, and I did have my stop in because this is a risky one. So I just stopped out for the 1R, and I just took it, right?
Yeah. It'd be interesting if we see I know the current housing credits for solar are supposed to expire, I think 2022 is the last year. So I would not be surprised if we saw like a renewed interest in extending something like that under the Biden administration. So, some could be a tailwind there if something like that happens.
Yeah, don't hold me to this, but I'm pretty sure those were set to expire like every 2 years for like the last 12 years. So I don't. Yeah. They just keep on moving it.
No, I know. Yeah. It's interesting.
So current price 50.54. You have your 100 SMA all the way down here at 48.44. That's probably where I would put some stop loss. You can see that it hesitated when it was going through it and then pushed all the way up through. Same thing. We have multiple hesitations around that support. And after it leaves, it tanks or jumps up, right? So this is another third Pierce. 1, 2, and then we're hoping to get back up there. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my God, this is fast. Jesus Christ. I was going to say, they should be put in a double bottom. What the hell?
At least recognize the pattern.
Yeah, well, I was like, yeah, this isn't supposed to be a third Pierce. This one's a double bottom. So anyway, sorry about that, guys. Double bottom. Double bottom. The reason why I was double bottoms are always iffy because it could be a bottom, and then a horrible, like a third Pierce and fail in the wrong direction, essentially, which would make you lose money. The reason why I was comfortable with the one is the volume. We had a rejection from this line, hard volume. Okay, a lot more than average. 10 million. We're usually chilling around like 5 million. So that is why I felt good. The stop on this one would be like, loss of this level, 46.24. I would do loss of 46, but the upside is, 1R alone. I mean, the next pause would be up here, which would be a little over 2R. And then the next pause up here, which is, way up here. So
nice.
I was like, that's so confusing. Yeah. This is not supposed to be a 3 Pierce. This is a double bottom.
Yeah. It's funny. I was telling Dylan that Disney was like one of my great regrets is I got Disney Plus like the day it came out, and I was like, wow, this is great. And you think I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger and put some money into them, maybe because I liked that product and thought that could really be a game changer for them? No, I didn't.
But it was a game changer for them.
Yeah, it was, and it's going to continue to be. I could not. I'm honestly, I would be surprised if Disney eventually dominates Netflix, like in the streaming wars. It's insane how fast they've grown, and they have that tremendous backlog of content that they can produce too. Like they have, it's insane. I still might get into it at some point, actually.
So I think they're going to go up quite a bit, actually, towards like 205. They're at 187. The reason why I didn't recommend it is because we may have a couple more days of consolidation. So I didn't want to recommend it now because it might not be in play for a while. But if you look, they're currently in a trading range. Go to the chart, kind of have the trading range down for you. They're just going up and down here and kind of chilling. So I don't know when they're going to break out, but if they can, like for me, if they go below this yellow line, I'm out. If they do go above this yellow line, I'm going to take it. So if they go above probably 191. So I just don't know when it's going to happen. But I'm pretty bullish on them. So
yeah, I am actually too. So, but I have to do some more due diligence before I can officially say, like, from a value standpoint, I think they can make it. But interesting. Yeah, man, you've been killing it recently. These are there's a lot more in the win column than there is in the loss column there.
Yeah, because the 5R. So all of these, the stop losses are supposed to be at 1R if you follow the rules. So we're at a lot. I don't know. We're doing really well. The green and ongoing, FUBU and PLTR are definitely not green. I'm just in them. So yeah, that's a good time for me. I recommended that we close out. I mean, I did close out Costco at 2R. I just didn't super like the graph. We've just had so many up days in a row. I figured it was going to correct. Setting up X is my favorite. It is setting up quite well. So we're going to see what happens with there. BABA, oh, this should actually have 2R already. Oops. Okay. Yep. You're up in BABA too, right?
Yeah, I'm in BABA as well. And so is Charlie Munger through his daily news subsidiary there. It's interesting, this guy that has weekly conversations with Li Lu, like I said, the man who's considered the Chinese Warren Buffett, invested into this. Their last kind of real major dealing was BYD, which has worked out very well for Berkshire Hathaway. I think they're up more than 10 times their initial investment there. Yeah, so I was like, wow,
nice.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah. So yeah, SPG's starting to do what we want. Everything's Penn. I have a stop loss on it, and it's almost come close to it twice. I may exit that one. So heads up that WWE hasn't really set up yet. So
nice.
That's it.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. It's been fun. I hope you guys are making money along with Dylan's picks here. We'll see you on the next one.
Hopefully we're doing better. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, thank you.